What is up, good peeps? Mark Rob all night, and today we're going to be changing the color of a t-shirt in Photoshop. So in order to change the t-shirt color, we got to make a selection. We're going to use the quick selection tool, the magic wand tool, and the pen tool to change the color, along with the filters, the hue and saturation. So let's go ahead and get on into this edit. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, let's go ahead. So you're gonna grab the quick selection tool, right? Shortcut W, and you just click to make a selection. Inside the circle, you see the plus. You click, it selects the area that you click on. You can hold Alt to minus it. Look at the circle turn minus, and it's also up here at the top. You can choose between minus and plus. And yeah, so you just make your selections, and marching ants is going to, it select everything that you want to select. It's not all the time clean, so it's like hit or miss with the quick selection. But if it doesn't make a good selection, then you can kind of zoom in and hold Alt to minus the area that you don't want. Later on in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix the areas. So we right clicked, and then we went to layer via. You can go to layer via copy. I normally, once I make a selection, I just hit Command J, and it'll make a duplicate. But we just right click and hit copy, and so you can see it made a selection of that. Then we went down and selected the hue and saturation out of the filter. And so you want to make sure you click on Colorize, and then that's going to allow you to, that circle at the bottom, that circle, that half black circle like black and white, that's the button you want to click on. So yeah, you click Colorize, and then you can control your saturations, and then you got the hue slider, changes it all the different colors. And you can only get that once you check that Colorize thing right there. Now, you want to make sure you marry your images. I don't know if you can tell, like if it was another picture that had more colors in it, then you'd be able to tell that that hue and saturation slider is changing the colors of everything. So it's selecting everything. So you want to hold Alt with your mouse, and then move your mouse down, and it'll make that effect, and then it'll marry the hue and saturation and that layer that we made the selection and cut out. It'll marry those two together, and it won't affect that bottom layer, which is layer 1. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. You just go through and you make your selections. You got your lightness. And so when we zoom in, we can still see that it didn't select everything. And and that's the deal with like a quick selection tool. Sometimes it won't select everything. It just depends on how good the photo is. The contrast between the photo, or the contrast between the selection that you want to select. So the way to fix that, when we're in the selection stage and have the marching ants, I just Command Z all the way back to the marching ants. What we're going to do is go over to, we'll zoom in, and then we're going to go over to select and modify. And I think I made a mistake, but we're going to hit contract, and then we can hit expand. So they do exactly what they say. You can choose how many pixels you want, and so boom, it expands it. So then it's going to select a little bit more white than that red. So when we change the color, and then you'll see this is the results that you get when you hit contract. So we got about 2 pixels. See how it goes in and selects more of the red. And so yeah, you go to select, modify, and expand, because we want to get that whole selection. Hit OK. So we choose edit, cut, and the cut, that's exactly what it does. It cuts our selection, it deletes it basically. But what we want to do is we want to, you know, change the color. So we want to select those colors and move it on top of the image that we got. So what I hit was copy, and so I just hit Command V. So it made a copy of it. It made a second layer and put that layer on top. And there we go. We go back and we use that Hue and Saturation slider, hit Colorize. Marry the layers by holding Alt and bringing the mouse down, and just, you know, dragging the sliders. And you can see we didn't make a selection of the neck, so that area is not being affected. And when you zoom in, you can see that we did select everything by again going to select, modify, and expanding. If your magic wand is selecting too much, then you probably want to turn your tolerance down. So yeah, again, if your magic wand is selecting too much, then you want to turn the tolerance down. We right click, you know, did copy, got the layer, got the copy. So we're gonna click again on those filters. And then we're gonna go to Hue and Saturation. Pen tool, if you learn that, it's nothing that you can't do in Photoshop. Like, you are a Photoshop god once you start using the pen tool. So, shortcut is P. Look at tutorials and check it out. But I'm just showing you, just, you know, it makes a selection. Normally what you would want to do is just go over the grooves. You see, you got those handles. Those handles are gonna allow you to go around the shape of, you know, any object that you want to make a selection of. Those white handles, and that blue, the blue points that we're making are anchor points. That's where we're, you know, just saying, hey, this is the area where we want to, you know, draw or make our selection, the path that we want our selection to travel. So you can, you know, make, you know, S's, circles. The more you practice, yeah, and then you can change it by holding Alt. You get that little arrow. It's like the thin arrow. You get that, and then you can change it. But yeah, you can see how, you know, basically, you know, this is how you draw, like, you know, high quality digital images with the pen tool, because it's so precise. Like, you can go, and I'm not doing it here just for the, you know, simple fact, just to show you, you know, how to do it. And yeah, but this pen tool is where it is at. So we're gonna go ahead and speed this video up. Okay, once you get to the end, you click to close it up. You get that circle, and then that closes it up. Right click, make selection, hit OK. You got the marching ants. You got your selection now. All you gotta do is, you know, right click, Command J. Yeah, that's it. Hey, thanks for rocking out with me. Mark Rob, more shirts. I got a lot more tutorials coming. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Check out the merch on the link below. I got a bunch of t-shirts dropping for this fall coming up, and especially for the holidays. I just finished Monster Hustle design. Let's see the screen. Yeah. Just finished this guy. Let me do it like this. Okay, so I just finished this screen last night, and so I can't wait to get it printed. But I really wanted to get in and make this tutorial, so I think this is gonna come out really clean. Again, thanks for rocking with me. What we learned how to do is cut out an image using the quick selection tool and the magic wand and the pen tool. So hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for the support. Till then, stay safe, be kind, and have a